I've seen very many people who have failed to reach the heights of the business, of their business, because of what? Posture. Now, what is posture, by the way? The normal posture that we know, the normal posture that other people know out there is what? The way I stand, my physical appearance also. That's my posture. How I'm standing, the way I'm leaning, all that is posture. Or it's the position of your body. But ladies and gentlemen, in network marketing, posture is beyond just my standing or the position in which my body is. Also, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I'm saying that in network marketing, posture is not your physical posture where you keep your back straight. What we mean is your mental posture state. In network marketing, ladies and gentlemen, our posture goes beyond the physical position. It goes beyond, ladies and gentlemen, maybe the way I hold myself, oh, this is posture. Are you together? It goes also to the what? To the mental status. Like, what do you think? How do you perceive things? That's why they say, ladies and gentlemen, that the best description I ever hear is posture is a belief in what you have to offer, regardless of the external acceptance or approval. And ladies and gentlemen, they are saying that posture can also refer to your attitude, your confidence, and the demeanor when interacting with potential customers, team members, even other stakeholders. But ladies and gentlemen, as we do the business, as we do the business, what is our attitude towards the business? What are our confidence levels as we do the business? But also, how do we perceive things? How do we perceive things? And how do people perceive us? How many of us have heard people saying that, you know what, me, I can, and this is why many networkers are suffering. Here, posture. I cannot get on a border. Who will see me in a taxi? If they see me in this restaurant, I will get. All these are things that are linked with your what? Your mental position. Your mental position. Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen very many people whose business has gone down, but they fail to bring it up again because of what? Posture. I have a rank, so because I have a rank, I cannot do this. Because I have a rank, I cannot do the other one. Because of this position, I cannot do this. Let me be honest with you. Never allow posture to take advantage of you. Always take advantage of what? The posture. All of us, we are in business. Business can go up, it can go down. When it goes down, do not be a prisoner of your previous success and fail to make your business up again. Okay. If I've lost my team, maybe let's say my team is not performing where I want it. I have to remove, what do they call removing grass? Yeah? Hey, you must accept that you know what? Yes, I am an emerald, I am a platinum, I am a gold, in position, in the rank, but in reality, my business is going to behave like an IBO. I go back to being an IBO. Okay. I remember the time I was building my business. My business had gone down. I had cars, but you know what, at that time, I didn't need the car. I started going on the bus, going to Barra to build my business. Now, many people say that before I have 5 million, 1 million to fuel the car, this money to buy the suits, I can do this. Let me tell you one thing. You are conditioning the success. You are conditioning the success. Don't say, because I'm not putting on a necktie, of John, so I cannot come to the presentation. That's posture working against you. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to look at posture in both ways. Both on the physical positioning, but also the mental positioning. How do we take advantage of it? How do we take advantage, or how do we use posture in our favor? Before I talk about how we use it in our favor, I said your posture can significantly impact how others perceive you and your business. Some of the key aspects of posture in network marketing. Number one, the body language. The what? The body language. That's saying, ladies and gentlemen, body language. Here I say, maintain good body language, such as standing up straight, making eye contact, using open and confident gestures. Are we clear? I remember when I joined network marketing, some of you saw Coach Kato. That gentleman was among the people that I thought were super successful by the time I was joining MLM. And I remember there's something they used to tell us never to do in that company called president. They say, never, should you ever be someone is talking to you, someone is praying. Holding yourself like this, is that you are closing off your heart. You are closing off whatever this person is telling you. Are you clear? Those are positions. As you talk to people, what are the gestures you are using? As you are talking to this prospect, like, are you moving your hand to show, the way beings in your body can dictate your confidence levels. It can actually show how passionate you are about what you're talking about. Are you clear? There's a moment I visited, and this father was teaching his children how to speak. He will tell them, roll the ball, sideways, up, down, throw it. Training his children, like, how do you speak confidently using your arms? And how many of us realize that it's very hard to feel confident when you are talking and holding yourself like this. Are you clear? And gentlemen, they're also saying the second aspect of posture is the tone and pitch with which you speak. Ladies and gentlemen, as networkers, one of the things that show you are confident, one of the things that show your posture is high, is the voice with which you speak. Some of you are whispering. Some of you are whispering. I know people that network marketing is for the crazy, the loud, the upside down people. Are you clear? They're saying that use the confident and friendly tone and pitch when communicating with others. This gives a good audible impression. When you are going to do a presentation, you present to sell, not so. We are presenting to sell. And before someone buys, there are two impressions you must give them. Number one, the physical impression. Number two, the audible impression. And then they can pay attention to what you're saying. The moment someone cannot hear you, the moment someone cannot feel your voice, it's a turn-off for most people. Because one is interested in repeating again, what did you say? What do you mean? Like, people, you are speaking, but even the person sitting on the front row can't hear you. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you go to do your presentations, what is the tone and pitch that you are using? Number three, the attire and grooming. Dress professionally and maintain good grooming habits to create a positive impression. Ladies and gentlemen, as a networker, as a salesman, you must make sure that your dress code is on point. You must make sure that your attire is on point. You must make sure, ladies and gentlemen, everything about you is well kept. Are we clear? Ladies and gentlemen, remember, in network marketing, People buy us before they buy the product. Not actually in network marketing, but almost everywhere we go to purchase. We buy the person's selling and then we buy their product or service later. Imagine you go to a hospital and there's this very good doctor. They told you there is a doctor called Hampson. He is the best surgeon. Unfortunately, I want the surgeon. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to imagine they have told you Dr. Samson is the best. Reaching the hospital, you meet this gentleman in the corridors of the hospital. He's putting on a damaged jean, or he's putting on a short with openings and a t-shirt, man like this. And his shades are hanging. Do you trust him? You have your brother who is in a critical condition. He needs to be attended to urgently by someone who is really good. And you meet this guy. Do you go to him? How many of us realize that at that particular time, you feel safer with a nurse putting on that medical attire of theirs, which is always in green and blue. More than the doctor, but who is not dressed appropriately, like a doctor. I want to imagine, you go in a shop, how many of us have gone in a shop, and there's this lady, or this gentleman, he is very dirty. You are going to buy bread, you're going to buy donuts, you look at the guy like, you know what, let me come back. You go to another shop. Has it happened? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, you must dress professionally as you go to do the what? The presentations. As you go to sell your products, the question is, how smart are you? What is the image? Jim Rohn is one who says that dress well for the human being to see. Work on the image for the human being to see. And work on your heart for God to see. Because it's only God who can see how genuine am I. How honest am I? How trustworthy am I? The human being will look at you and judge. They will look at you and see a thief. They will look at you and see a rich man. They will look at you and see a genuine person. They also look at you and see a very unserious person. The question is, depending on how you look, how you appear, what does your prospect or your client see? Let me be honest, ladies and gentlemen, we are dealing with products, but be the first testimony for the product. Be the first testimony. You are going to go and pitch your skin and nail. Do you look the product? You are going to pitch string tone. Do you look the product? Let me be honest with you. I brought a guest here. I have a guest here. And this lady looks at someone. It was him. I will not mention who they saw. The lady says, "But Hampson, are you sure the product works?" I said, "Yes, the product works. But why is it that that person, their skin, their hair, does not look like someone who is using your product and their name?" I said, "No, you know at that point you start defending yourself like what? Like a network." I said, "No, actually, this one has not started using the what? The product. I pulled the pattern. You see this guy, look at the skin. You can literally see your face in his forehead. I am defending my product." Guys, as you go out there, make sure you look the product. Make sure you look the money. However, you must look both. And ladies and gentlemen, positive attitude, maintain a positive and enthusiastic attitude even in challenging situations. Ladies and gentlemen, this plays a very big role, especially during the Q&A. As you are closing people, some of them are going to ask you provocative questions, challenging questions altogether. And sometimes they are going to step on your ego as They are going to step on it. The question is, how will you react? How are you going to react? Are you going to go into an argument, or you are going to prove this guy wrong by maintaining that positive attitude? You give him the appropriate answers. For example, how many of us have made prospects who have asked us questions like, what if I don't bring two people? Me, I have my money, but I cannot bring anyone. Are you scared? Me, I have my money, but I don't have time to come to office. This person, there are people who ask you to understand. There are also people who ask you to provoke you, to challenge you. Are you scared? Someone is asking you, are you sure these things are real? Are you scared? Some of the tones, some of the versions of the questions they ask us, they don't want to understand. They just want to see. Are we sure of what we are doing? And some of these provocative questions are always after the questions where a prospect is so much into doubt and they want you to bring them to your side. Now, at that particular time, it is your mental stability that's going to help you overcome it. Some of us will say, if you don't want to put in the money, if you don't put in the time, it's okay with you, go with your money. You think I cannot live without you? You think I cannot do this without you? Guys, let me be honest with you. Sometimes some of these closing versions are not the best. There are things that personally I feel, maybe you are just into an argument, you're not closing someone. Maybe you feel someone is encroaching on you. When you start telling people, we should make money even without you. You know what? We will make money even with them. Trust me. You need them. You need them. Trust me, for you to make the next check, you need that guy to join. Have a positive mental attitude, especially during the what? The challenging situations. Even when, ladies and gentlemen, the same example I was giving you. Even when you feel like, okay, today I am down. When you feel there are challenges you're going through, maybe financial challenges, altogether, relationship challenges, family challenges, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you want to lower the guard down so that you are able to find a solution. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to go to, find this authenticity. Be authentic and genuine. Ladies and gentlemen, be authentic and genuine in your interactions, avoiding pretense or fake enthusiasm. Be genuine in everything that you do. As a distributor, as a leader, as a sponsor, as someone who's doing a very big business, the moment you're not authentic and genuine, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to lose it. The moment you have become a fake master, you are going to lose it. And to be genuine, and to be you. One thing personally I really like trainers so much is me. I want to maintain who I am. I don't care who you are. I want to be you also. And be genuine. And to be honest with myself. Because the moment I'm honest with myself, ladies and gentlemen, I can go through anything. Many people lose business because of posture. Many lose business because of posture. Especially on this part of authenticity. Are you genuine with your word? Are you honest with your acts and words? Are you living the life within your means? They say we fake it until we become it. But ladies and gentlemen, do not overfake it. Do not go beyond your limits. It's going to limit your what? Your business. It's going to limit your growth in life and business. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let us look at the benefits. Number one, why is it important to keep posture? Position, mental stability. Number one is it builds confidence. It builds what? Confidence. And I'm saying that maintaining a good physical posture, such as standing up straight, making eye contact, can help you feel more confident and superior over your audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to learn this. Everywhere you are, fight so hard. Keep your body positioned, straight and confident. Sit upright everywhere you are. When you are on stage, stand upright. Do not be shy away from people. Keep the eye contact. The best presenter is not looks into their audience. That's how you get to know which kind of people am I talking to. Is it positive or a negative audience? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, positive mental posture such as focusing on solutions rather than problems helps you to stay motivated and confident. Ladies and gentlemen, posture in all ways. A good posture, ladies and gentlemen, your confidence by default is going to rise. The moment, when the physical posture is good, the confidence is there. There is superiority. How many of us realize that when someone overlooks into the eye, they overpower you by default? You start looking down, and the moment you look down, game over. It's game over. That's why I remember when they were teaching me how to close my upline. He used to say, Hamson, look the guy into the left eye without blinking. I don't know what was separating the left eye. Up now, I don't know. But I look into the left eye. Ladies and gentlemen, look at what I'm focusing on mentally. The moment, ladies and gentlemen, let me be honest with you. Everyone is going through life challenges. All of us, ladies and gentlemen, everyone has a problem. All of us have what? A problem. All of us have a challenge that we are actually facing right now, that we are actually fighting right now. Some of us, it's family. Others, it's money. Others, it's dominance. Others, it's upland. Others, it is all of us, somehow, somewhere. Others, it's the government. But all of us, ladies and gentlemen, there is a battle we have. We are fighting battles. We are fighting battles. But the question is, do you know show up and give you the A game? Do you know why you still meet your team and you give them an A game? Do you know why? Amidst all the challenges, you meet someone, he does a thorough presentation about his product, like this guy has no problem. It is the mental posture. What do you keep yourself focused on? How many of us have met people who are always complaining, like ever since you go to know them, up to date, they are complaining? Do you know some of them? How many of us have also met people who are always broke? They have never had money in their life. They are always broke. It's not because they don't have money in the pocket. Mentally, all their focus is where? On the challenges rather than looking at solutions. Honestly, there is a gentleman. This guy used to complain about everything around him. This is not right. This chair is supposed to be there. That book is supposed to be there. Why wasn't the color made? Why did they use green? Why not white? Why did they bring black speakers, not the purple ones? Like for him, everything was not in order. And he was always, God, why this, God, why that, God, why this, God, why that. And one morning, not actually the morning, in the afternoon, in the dry season, the guy, you know, like when the sun is a bit scorching, it's burning the skin, the guy goes under a tree. A mango tree. He's resting for a shade. He takes it out. As he was sleeping, one of the mangoes falls off and hits him on the head. Previously, he had been complaining, why are the pumpkins down? Why are the pumpkins not there? Why are they not coming up? about. For them, they are where? On ground. When the man will hit him on the head, the guy said, wow, what if it was a pumpkin which had hit my head? At that position, he said, you know what? I think everything is in the right position. I think everything is where it's supposed to be. It's the same thing also want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. You can choose to focus on your problems day in, day out. Or you can choose to look at what can I do about this problem. There's a gentleman who said, you have a challenge. Is that something you can do about it? If the answer is yes, then do it. Oh, if the answer is no, there's nothing you can do about it. His answer was, then why are you worried about it? You know it that there is nothing you can do about it. So why is it worrying you? If you know there is nothing you can do about it, then why are you not doing it? Ladies and gentlemen, wherever we choose to focus our minds, wherever we choose to put our minds, our concentration, that's where we are going to flourish. Should you focus on the challenges of life, you want to grow. Like I said, all of us have got challenges. But how we approach them is actually what differentiates us, is what makes us successful, or what makes us an average person. Ladies and gentlemen, self-affirmation is true, such as self-talks. They help you to wire your mind with confidence-boosting thoughts. How many of us have gone through this self-talk? You said the first time from your heart, you feel there is a change mentally. You feel, you know what? By the way, I am persistent. I am committed. I am consistent. I know with Bogata I can do it. With Bogata and God by my side, I can achieve my dreams. How many of us realize that? The more you say it, the more you say it, and from the heart. Find yourself, by the way, I think I can do this. I think I can achieve my dreams. When you wake up in the morning, this is what I tell myself. Today is my day to maximize. Every day. Okay, the question is, what do you tell yourself every day? Self-affirmations. Do you know why our faith in church keeps on increasing every other day? It's not because of anything. It's because what we keep telling ourselves every day when we go to church. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner. You repent every single day. And every single day, the more you keep saying, you know what, I want to change, I am going to change. You keep putting in an effort to change. Are we clear? Ladies and gentlemen, so with good posture, conveys confidence and self-assurance, which can help you build trust with potential customers and team members. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to look at posture in terms of how can this help me to boost my confidence. Look at your position, your sitting position, your standing position, but also your mental position. Are you clear? And ladies and gentlemen, number 2, what this does posture do? It creates a positive impression. It creates a positive impression. They are saying your posture can make or break the initial impression you create. And I say that good posture, like the way you take care of yourself, the sense, your image, can create a positive vibe, making others more likely to engage you. How many of us have ever seen a smart gentleman? You've ever seen a smart lady? And you want to just go and say, wow, how are you? You're looking smart. Like they become irresistible. How many of us have been here and someone made us with a very good sense, and you turn and look at who has entered? Who has entered? Or you are in a party and you see this guy has nailed it. He's putting on a shining suit, sparkling shining. Like, who is that guy? I need to ask him who exactly he is. What does he do, by the way? You find yourself asking people, did you see the guy who entered? Do you know him? Who is he? Are you familiar? A guy enters with the hair shining like this. Very well kept. The hair is well at the very good eye. The beard is shining, the face is shining, and what do you eat? How do you do it? How do you feel? Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to appear in front of your guests. And the guest starts asking and wondering, who are you exactly? That it attracts them to engage you, it forces them to engage you, even before you talk about what you do. Are you clear? How many of us have been in a place, a guy entered, this guy is different? And then you pass on, wow! One moment. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you dress appropriately, the moment you work on yourself, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to attract people to you. But also, your image boosts your self-esteem. It boosts your self-esteem. How many of us realize that? A day someone comes and says, Dorcas, you are looking very smart. I love your jacket. That day, your head will be like this. That day, you want everyone to see your jacket. You even ask your buddies, by the way, when someone compliments you the money, when you meet your buddies, by the way, what do you think about this jacket? Because you know they say it's what? It's good. You want to have more of very good, very good. Who doesn't want the positive vibe? Everyone wants it. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, they're also saying that Hassan, the clicker. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that with good posture, the impression is going to be very right. When you go to meet a prospect, ladies and gentlemen, these prospects are vetting us. The same way we look at how confident is this person, how successful was this person. You start looking at this guy was a networker, this guy was good in sales, this guy was a leader. You are vetting them, you are qualifying them. Even us, when prospects come, they start vetting us also. They start qualifying us. Are you the right person to do business with? Okay. And I say, ladies and gentlemen, with the good process such as being audible and smiling, you are likely to have a more engaging presence, drawing others into the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, people are going to be looking at these two things as you present to them. Before they finally give you the yes, there are so many things that are taken into account. Before they can finally say, I want to join you, you come, they are looking at the shoe, they are looking at the trouser, they are looking at your whatever, everything on you, they are vetting. The same way you also meet someone and you vet them, it's the same way also vetting you. It's not one way. It's not only us who are in control of the decisions that are going to be made by the information we give, but even them, they have got a part to play. They also are going to decide, are you the right person? Are you together? And ladies and gentlemen, so make sure that as we do these presentations, as we do our sales, ladies and gentlemen, once again, let us be as audible as possible. But then also, let us be jolly people. If you have your problems, don't come with them to the presentation. Okay. If you have got challenges, like I said, all of us have got challenges. But don't allow your prospect to come. You are presenting them the products and that's me. But are you okay? Is everything okay? Hey. That's a very big problem. Okay. That even if you have a challenge, ladies and gentlemen, put on another mask. Even if you're hungry, put on another mask. Smile, go to the washroom, put some food on your lips. Are you together? Come when you're satisfied. Do the presentation. Like everything is okay. After the presentation, go back in want to face your problems again. Because remember, this person joining, they are part of the solution to your financial problems. They are part of the solution to your team growth. So the moment you don't give them that good impression, you are going to actually misfire on the solutions. Are you clear? So I was going to present to them, never allow. Some of you have always wondered why there is a down and a hand called Eda. Look at Shemel. She doesn't buy counsel. Ever since I joined your team in 2016, it was not 2022, she doesn't buy counsel. You mean for all these guys who never had a problem? I said, why? I have never asked you how are you, and you say you're not okay. Every time, what how are you? Very, very wonderful, very everything's okay. Booming business. She said, no, you must. I told her, no, later. I have problems by the way. But you know what? They don't define me. They don't define me. Because I'm going to just ask some people from you. This is what posture is about. All this creates a favorable positive impression, making it more likely for others to take your business seriously. Are you clear? And ladies and gentlemen, number 3, it influences communication. It influences communication. Maintaining good physical posture, such as avoiding slouching and even leaning, affects your what? Your communication. As you're talking to someone, you're doing a presentation for them. Don't sit back like this. Okay, don't sit that your arm is like this. In some communities, when you hold your chin like this, the first question is, did you lose someone? Did you lose someone? Okay, do you have a problem? Sometimes that's going to affect the way this prospect is going to perceive whatever you are saying. It's going to actually affect how these people you are addressing are going to perceive you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are doing the presentation, sit upright, get closer to them. Are you clear? But then also, gentlemen, as you present to these ladies, do not overhead, do not overreach them, and almost your knees are bumping each other. No. You must know. Are you clear? Ladies, as you're presenting, avoid these things of every time you're putting the things up. Remember, when I touch here, everyone's attention goes where? Here. When I touch here, everyone's attention goes where? When you touch here, where does attention go? When I touch the trouser, where does attention go? Here. You think maybe I'm saying the zip is not there. So if you, as you keep pulling like this, what are they pulling? That's why the eyes go. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that whatever position you're in, whatever you are putting on, you are comfortable with it. Ladies, I don't know what makes you smart and what doesn't make you smart. I don't know. But make sure whatever you are putting on, you are comfortable with it. Okay. Don't be presenting and every time you are pulling and pushing the bounds inside the chair. It's not like a presentation. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, your posture can affect how you communicate with others. With good posture, promoting more effective and engaging interactions. Positive and confident posture can create positive team dynamics, encouraging open communication and collaboration. Ladies and gentlemen, all this is about the mentality we have. All this is about the what? The mentality. All this is about how do we package ourselves as people as we go to the public. And ladies and gentlemen, number 4 is it enhances credibility. It enhances credibility. Number 1, being authentic and genuine. Do we remember point number 4? About the key aspects? One of them was authenticity. Being authentic and genuine in your interactions, avoiding pretense or fake enthusiasm, builds the credibility in front of people. Do not fake so many things. Like they said, when When you read very many network marketing books, they will say, when you do the business, fake it until you make it. Fake it limit. Yes, you don't make all the big money, but do not dress inappropriately. Dress appropriately. Okay. Look rich. Present yourself rich until when you are rich. I was telling some leaders on Wednesday at prison that, you know what, guys, all of us are new in Okata. All of us are going to make mistakes. All of us, ladies and gentlemen, are not going to be able to do everything. Why? Because of time. Because of time. We are still a young company. The challenge I was telling them is that Okata is not hard. We have not experienced in Okata. But you know the challenge is? The challenge is most of us want to begin from where to where. And we have been that for years. Here we have been for months and weeks. It can't be the same. It can't be the same. Some things are going to still be bad up to now because of that. Not because we don't know, not because we are not seeing, we are seeing and we know. But you know what? Time has not allowed us to cover it. How many products do you think the company wants to give us? Even 100 products. But because of time, it's not possible. Okay, we want this market and that market and that market and that market. But you know what? Sometimes we must accept that, you know what? No, we are still young to be in 100 countries. Someone will come and say, Hamson, how big are the networks now? Maybe 10,000 people, and say, are those people are still few? Yes, they are few in number, but in terms of time, that's a very big number. Okay. Some of you are scared of telling people that, you know what, I am making now $1 million per month. I am making $2 million per month. Do it 6 little money, but let me be honest with you. A business you've done for 6 months, 9 months, and you're making $2 million, ladies and gentlemen, that's not small money. It's not small money. Okay. There are people who are going to judge us. That maybe, how much have you guys made? The biggest case, how much have you made? 100 million. That's this small money. But in 8 months, 9 months, that's a lot of money. Time. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, be honest with yourself and tell people. I remember when I joined our previous company, my first downline, you know what I told her? I told her, the truth of the matter is, you are going to be number one. Many times, people are going to ask us, so for you, what have you achieved? You know what? I have bought the car. You know what? I have done this. You know what? I bought this. You know what? I bought this. How old are you? 4 months. I've been genuine. Sometimes, I told this, you know what, Kathy? I'm not presenting to you, and I want you to join me because I have a testimony. Join me because I have zero on the left and zero on the right. I want to give you the most prime, the best positions in my network ever. That if you sign and I put you on the right, you are going to have my entire network on the right who will be below you. Guys, let me be honest with you. Everything is good depending on how you look at it. You remember when I talked about, do you look at the problem or look at the solution? I have this. This is what God has given me. I was meeting somewhere and I said, you know what? This is what God has given me. I must accept it. This is who I am today. I must accept it. Okay. The moment there's one presentation, there's a training in India, and I said that one of the things that show you are an honest, integrity person with credibility are the disclaimers that you use. The what? The disclaimers. I want you to tell people, you know what, the company is good, this and this is very good, but you know what, when you don't work, when you don't put in the time, you won't make the money. The guy feels, yes, you are being genuine. And you get most of the people if you're genuine. If you're fake, you lose most of the people. You sign them, but you won't keep them. Because most of them will later realize that what you said was not true. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, a confident and professional posture can enhance your credibility, make it more likely for others to believe in you and your business. The moment, ladies and gentlemen, people feel you're authentic, you're genuine with what you say, I want you to be bold enough. I will clear. Tell people what's that word. It will save a lot of trouble. That's one thing I've learned from Mr. Elias. The guy said, you know what? This I will do. This I will not do. It saves him a lot. Because sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you promise I will deliver. You promise someone's promise will not leave them. Game over. It's game over. And ladies and gentlemen, finally, it supports leadership. Posture is one thing as a leader that you need. But remember, I put a disclaimer and say, don't also allow the posture to be your downfall. Don't allow the posture to stop you from growing your business. Are you clear? Do not over posture, and ladies and gentlemen, you know what? You put limitations to success. You attach so many things to success that it becomes hard for you to take action. The more conditions I attach, the harder it becomes to take action. How many of us have said, when I get a good smartphone, when I change my dress code, when I did this one, I remember after lockdown, we had lost business. And this gentleman comes, he was my friend. We used to compare in most of the things. So, after lockdown, I had lost business, he had lost business. Really, you ever lost business wrong, but no, say the one. Whatever you make, some don't make it. But now let me tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen. I remember I had to remove all the banks I had. I parked my car and said, you know what, let me accept. The money has gone. It's time to bring the money again. It's time to bring the thing again. I started. Do you know what this guy did? He said, Hamilton, I'm looking for 5 million. Then I can go and attack that market. I said, no problem. I started. 1 month, 2 months, he's looking for 5 million. In 5 months, my team had moved to 100 people. He was still at 0. In 7 months, my team was bringing 100 calls per month. He was still at 0. Why? He was like, if I am to go to Arusha, if I am to go to Mbarara, if I am to go to this place, I must sleep in the hotels are sleeping in. How will my government look at me? I used to charter a plane. I used to go on the aeroplane as I'm going to support this thing. How will they see me coming on my bus? Let me talk to ladies and gentlemen. If it is for my business, I'll leave the Pulamanga. If it's for my business. Are we together? You must, ladies and gentlemen, be authentic and honest with yourself and accept. Ladies and gentlemen, how does it support leadership? 1. Where is that son again? Someone to wait for us there. Number 1, in network marketing, leadership is crucial. They're saying that good posture can help you establish yourself as a leader and inspire others to follow what? Your example. Remember, posture is about 1, the way you dress, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you handle yourself, and people are watching. Remember, what you say is not what duplicates, but what you do is what duplicates. So, ladies and gentlemen, every action you are taking in the name of I want to keep my posture, people are hoping you are giving the right example. You're setting the right place. Dress well, and your team will dress well. Are we together? Speak well, and your team will want to speak like you. I remember when I joined our previous company, I used to admire this guy called Mr. Chisachi. Most of us know Mr. Chisachi. I know the thing like Chisachi because the guy was on fire. The guy was moving at the speed I liked. The guy was talking boldly, strongly. By the time I was joining, these are the guys who are really big. I wanted the same way like for Mr. Jimmy. Stephen had just bought his first car. He had bought an Alteza out of the business in 3 months. I used to love the way the guy would speak. I wanted to speak like him. Did he tell me to speak like him? No. Did he tell me to act like him? No. I used to what he was doing. The same thing applies here. As a leader, if you are going to influence your people, then do the right thing. Do the right thing. When I joined, there's a gentleman you are going to meet very soon. He was the first downline of Coach Kato. It's called Roger. I wanted to do things in Roger's way. Very young, but very intentional. That guy was thorough. If there are thorough networkers I've met, Mr. Roger was a thorough guy. Very thorough guy. From Roger, I learned systems. From Roger, I learned everything. When I came into our previous company, people looked at me as a brilliant guy, as a genius. I was just downloading Roger's mind into a new company. How to get? I was downloading what I had seen this guy do. I brought the same. Ladies and gentlemen, people are watching. How to get? How are you doing with it? Number 2. Actually, number 3. As a leader, your pastor sets an example for your team, encouraging them to adopt a similar mindset and behavior. When there is a challenge, how do you react as a what? As a leader. When there is a problem in the team, how do you react? Do you also chicken out and say, let me wait for other people to come and save the day? Or are you the one to save the day? I like Nicholas's attitude. And now I'll give you examples. Nicholas, a problem, it's not part of you. It's like he doesn't have problems, but he has a lot. But remember that very many days, very many times, when we have the time at our training center, I think I still show up like everything is okay. You get it? How composed are you as a leader is what you think is going to know to copy. Ladies and gentlemen, when you exude confidence and self-assurance, your team is more likely to trust your decisions and ideas. When people realize that you are confident, when people realize that you trust yourself, you believe yourself, let me honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, there is something that CEO said yesterday on the Zoom, that as a leader, the moment people trust you, even when you say people are supposed to dance and they make money, dance. Even if you say as a leader, that for you to make money, if people trust you, if people feel you have the confidence and assurance in yourself, you trust yourself, you are sure of what you do, you have results. Anything you tell your team, they will do. That's the force. Ladies and gentlemen, even us, when you have a strategy, how do you communicate it? With which confidence do you communicate it? With which assurance do you communicate it? When you go in a market, what do you tell them? Every market I go to, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing I tell people is, we have come to dominate the market. We have not come to play in the market. We are not part of the players in this market. We are going to be the dominant ones in the market. We are going to be the biggest thing in the market. I know that thing from the airport, Mr. Danga. One day, I meet Danga at University class. I asked him, Mr. Danga, a few weeks ago, you started building Malawi. You started building Zambia. But a few months after, you are telling me every day, Zambia is giving me 3, 4, 5 calls per day. For us to be in some of these markets, for 1, 2, 3 months, even some a year, even some 2 years, but even 5 weeks, 5 calls per week is still a problem. He said, Hanson, for you when you go in the market, you go look for calls per week. Me, I go look for calls per day. I said, wow. Now this was a deep name that you You go through for God's bad week. Me, I go through for God's bad day. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you tell your team is what they will go for. Whatever you keep telling the people that you are leading is what they will go for. What do you want them to go for? Is it big business? Is it small business? Any person who joins your team can be great depending on what you keep telling them. How many of us realize that the one we keep telling, this one you want to marry, this one you want to do, that's how it finally becomes. If you're at home, how is it? Going to Muslim, going to Muslim, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to end with this. I do not yet know of a man who became a leader as a result of having undergone a leadership course. Let me repeat it again. I don't know yet. I do not yet know of a man who became a leader as a result of having undergone a leadership course. What does this mean, ladies and gentlemen? That no one has become a great leader because of the books they read. No. It was because they chose themselves. It starts by you choosing yourself, and then the books follow. And then the knowledge part follows. But when you've chosen yourself. Because still, maybe someone could say, maybe those guys did political science, maybe they did leadership. But also, ladies and gentlemen, were they the ones in that class? No. They were very many other people who are doing the same course. But why is that for them they are not leaders? Because they didn't choose themselves. There are people who have never done leadership course. Today they are politicians. Today they are leaders everywhere they are. But they didn't medicine. They were who taught leadership. They just chose themselves. We must choose ourselves to be the leaders of our businesses, of our networks. We must choose ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no topic we are going to give you. We are going to come and train here about leadership and then become a leader. No, you are going to choose yourself first. You are going to decide first that you know what? I have my 5 downlines. They are now my responsibility. I have 10 downlines. From today onwards, I am the chairman. From today onwards, I am the president. From today onwards, I am the CEO. From today onwards, I am the mentor. From today onwards, I am the coach. From today onwards, I am the applicant. It's a decision. No one. There is no magic word that will come and tell you. There is nothing that will come and teach you for you to become that person. No. It's going to be you having a meeting with yourself and say, from today onwards, I'm taking charge. I'm taking charge. That's the point of it. Also, did everyone choose to be a leader? No. No. There are some who say, me, I'm okay being ordinary. Me, I'm okay following others. Me, I'm okay being downline. Me, I'm okay being a coach. Me, I'm okay being an applicant. Everyone chooses what they want to be. I want you to make the choices, the tough choices that are going to make you a rich person. That are going to make you an exceptional person. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, sir, can you please for us again? There is one last one, I think. If you align expectations with reality, you will never be disappointed. Now, this is what grounds posture. Ladies and gentlemen, if you align expectations with reality, look at what is the reality right now. Right now. In which era am I right now? In which age am I? Right now. The moment you accept the time, you accept the environment, you will never be disappointed. Because you know how to maneuver. You know how to go around. You know how to survive. You know how to get the answers to all the questions that you have. Let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, when we joined Okata, the expectations were crazy for very many people. Not only in Okata, by the way, everywhere. Everyone has got their expectations out there. But sometimes you can look at, okay, this is what I expect, this is what I want. But what's the reality? How is it? What is it? What's available? What is there? Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you avoid the disappointments. Me, I usually tell myself, you know what? If there's a disappointment I can avoid, then let me avoid it. Because I don't want to hurt my mental stability. Guys, the more disappointments you get, the more mental disruptions you get. Okay. I want, ladies and gentlemen, to look at what is the reality and then what do I expect. Okay. What do I need to do to get here? What do I need to sacrifice to get here? How much do I need to put in to be there? How much time, how much money do I need to put in order to meet my expectations? Ladies and gentlemen, as you are working out the business, ask yourself, am I doing my best or am I doing enough? Those are two different things. There's whereby I am doing my best. How many of us are doing our best? You feel I am doing my best. You're doing your best. How many of us feel you are doing what is enough? Or how many of us are confused? Ladies and gentlemen, when I'm doing my best, sometimes my best is not enough. Sometimes the best might not be enough. There's whereby I feel like, you know what, I am talking to 5 people, but you find that, you know what, talking to 5 is not enough per week. I want a sign up every single week, but I'm presenting to 5 people. And if I do the law of averages, and maybe for me to get one sign up, I talk to 10. When I do enough, when I do I need 5, I have done my best. But it was not enough to get me the one person I needed. What we want you to do, what every one of us is supposed to do is doing enough. Do something. Make phone calls that are enough to get to the prospects you want here. Okay. Make the phone calls that are enough to get the prospects here. Not doing your best. Your best could be 3. Your best could be 4. Your best could be 5. It's like when you say, I'm reading books. I have done my best to get 30%. You will be promoted because you did your best. It was not enough. Your best was not enough. You did your best. But you must do what? Enough. Which gets you the 50%. That's how you promoted. Ladies and gentlemen, are we facing the reality? Are we doing the reality of the business? So together. And be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I want everyone here. Go with your head high. Whether you've made all the money, or you've made, or you've not made the money that you want. Go with your head high. Why? The time is in our favor. Time is on our side as we speak right now. Guys, if the company is to reach 10 years, if the company is in 20 years, we are all far away from the 20 years like the company itself. But you know what? By the time the company is making 10 years, we should also be making the 10 years. Meaning that we have not lost anything yet. We've not lost anything yet. I feel I've lost something when I have lost time. When time is not on my side, that's when I panic. But as of now, there is no reason for you to do what? There's no reason for you to feel, you know what, I am late. There's no reason for you to feel, you know what, I am being slow. No, you still have time to adjust. There's no, ladies and gentlemen, a time is going to come whereby you either get it right from the moment or it's gone. But ladies and gentlemen, today, we still have a lot of time. We can do all the adjustments. We still have time, ladies and gentlemen. By the time the company is giving out the first Villa fund, you can change what business you have today. Maybe today you are seeing only 50 million in the Villa fund. But you can change that figure today and make it 200 million in the next 5 years. You can change that figure today and make it 1 billion in the next 5 years. You can change your step today. Today you're seeing the wrong as a problem. But tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, you can actually make wrongs nothing to you. Let me promise you, ladies and gentlemen, all of us, we still have 80% chances of succeeding in the life. Do you know why? May I tell you that the biggest advantage we have is we are working with a company which is still building its name. By the time Okada builds its name, for sure, you also have built something. Because who's going to build that name? It's still the distributor. Who's going to bring the product testimonies? It's us, the distributors. Who's going to bring the financial testimonies? It's us, the distributors. Who's going to bring the numbers? It's us, the distributors. Then, ladies and gentlemen, if Okada is going to be the biggest brand in Africa, if Okada is going to be the most distributor-centric company world over, then we shall be the distributors. We shall be the distributors. Altogether, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to give it our best. I want us to be patient at heart. I want us to remember this statement. Every company gets its people. Every company has its people. Our people are also valued. All of us will have people. All I want us to do is let us keep searching. Let us keep bringing one person after another, one person after another, one person after another. Because remember, even the guys who want to be superstars today, one day they were being brought in as amateurs. One day we couldn't stand on stage and talk. One day we couldn't do a presentation. One day, ladies and gentlemen, we were struggling in every aspect of life. Someone just trusted us. Someone said, let me give this young man a chance. Let me give this guy for 1 year, for 2 years, and see what happens. It is something, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you are in the industry or in the industry, bring that new person in the industry like you, grow together. By the time the company is 5 years, you will also be 5 years in MLM. You won't still be an amateur. You won't still be the struggling distributor. You will be the big distributors. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. May the Almighty God bless you.